and welcome to this edition of PNN. I'm Blake Crow.
And I'm Vashchenko. Here is what's happening around Principia this week. Last Friday, February 24th, was the one-year anniversary of Russian invasion into Ukraine. It was a day which brought fear, darkness, and cruelty into our lives. Since then, it's been a year of witnessing the tremendous strength of both Ukraine and Ukrainian people. Isa McManus and I take a look at the significant events of this difficult year.
1 year ago, everything changed. Not only for Ukraine, but for the whole world. The 24th of February is the day that will live in history forever associated with loss, fear, and the terrors of war. It was impossible for the world not to be involved, and Principia also found its way to support Ukraine.
When the invasion started in February a year ago, it hit me really hard that I had to do something more than just send some money or send some well wishes. I felt like I needed to be personally involved. When they asked if I knew people who could help to identify students, I jumped at that and said I was sure that I could. We wound up with 3 great students. The biggest thing is just to be aware, to remember that it's going on, to remember that there is intense suffering and incredible resilience amongst the Ukrainian people. That it's lots of times people say, "Oh, is that still going? Is that still happening?" I hear that a lot, and yeah, it's still happening.
Thanks to President Zelensky, who skillfully communicates news of the war, people are interested in learning about Ukraine on their own.
В площах в Торонто, Нью-Йорку, Лондоні, Варшаві, Флоренції, Сіднеї, інших містах.
And the Ukrainian people deserved.
This year, the Principia freshman class chose Ukraine as a topic for their projects.
The desire to learn more and to know about Ukraine and to know about the people impacted really came from the student voices. Up the display is to share the who of the impact that we've been learning about and to showcase a beautiful culture and history that Ukrainians have, and their journey and their story is amazing and remarkable, from their past all the way to independence in 1991. So we wanted to share what we've been learning with the rest of the upper school and anyone who comes into the lobby to see the display.
Throughout the war, Ukraine has been a symbol of resilience and hope. Fighting a country 29 times bigger than itself, it's a constant reminder that nothing is impossible. Ukraine is fighting for democracy and freedom. That's why Ukrainians say they must win.
And time will come when one will say, "Glory to Ukraine," and millions will answer, "Glory to the heroes." Slava Ukraini!
Героям слава!
I want to thank every one of you for purchasing the bracelets this week in support of Ukraine's fight for freedom.
If you've been noticing some activity on the football field recently, no, it's not football season. Girls soccer was practicing until they could move to the Mesa. Stella Cathy and Eli Ackerman bring us a look at preseason training.
Tiny fast, tighter, 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 tighter.
Misha, the organization that regulates school sports in Missouri, is allowing the girls' soccer team to start practicing early.
Partner on the outside.
Varsity coach Nigel Marples is making sure that his training is not only rigorous for the girls, but is building team bonding as well.
I think, obviously, the more time you spend with the ball, the better you're going to be. And just that they're thinking about it now is a good thing, so that they're not arriving on our first day of training and feeling like They're just starting to think about it, they're just starting to get touches, and so it's just going to put us that much farther ahead. And it's more time for them to be together and start to build the relationships and build our culture already too is a big part of being successful.
In preseason, we do our dynamic stretches in the beginning, and then we do a lot of toe taps or just juggling when we get there, maybe a little bit of shooting before we actually start, and then probably some passing, and then we'll do some keep away drills and some angle drills, and then at the end of every practice we scrimmage a little bit.
As you can, fast as you can for 10 seconds.
This is Stella and Eli for Panther News Nation.
Let's go Panthers!
And yesterday, the girls' soccer team began practicing on the Mesa.
The boys' dorm at Principe has undergone many changes this year, and the most residents say it's been for a better. J.C. Whitelock and Marcus Hughes report.
The boys' dorm at Principia has been a big part of the school since the 60s, and in that time it has seen many changes, including this year with the addition of Brad Warwick as the new director.
I feel Coach Warwick is a very good person to look up to. I feel he's taught us lots of life lessons. He helps us dig into the Bible lesson a lot, and just dig into our Christian science-based learning a lot more.
Mr. Warwick says he feels helping the boys discover their true spiritual nature is the most important part of his job. To help them do that, he tries to make Wednesday evenings more engaging.
One of the most important things is for them to realize that they are great spiritual thinkers and to develop that confidence. So that's what I gear our questions and our programming around, so that people can develop that confidence in being spiritual thinkers.
Mr. Warwick has also emphasized the importance of culture in the dorm and brings a sense of home to the dorm residents.
The dorm itself has changed a lot over the years, but it's a place of home.
Well, the environment I see similar is culture, and establishing a culture or the right environment is, I think, one of the most fundamental things that a leader can do.
Many dorm residents say they're grateful for the changes Mr. Warwick has brought to Canfield House this year. This is JC and Marcus for Panther News Nation.
And for the worst part, boys say they prefer having these types of Wednesday evening services in the dorm.
And that's a look at what's happening around Principia this week.
Make it a great week.